Hi friends! In math this week we're going to start learning about something new, and that is, can you see what this is? Yeah, that's right, it's money. And we're going to start to learn about all the different coins there are in the US that we use for money. And I wanted to introduce you to these, and I have some big money that's just made out of paper, but these are helpful because it shows what they look like up close. And so the first one I want to talk about is this one. And if you look at this, you can see that it is a different color than the other coins. This one is kind of a copper brown color. And I'm going to hold up an actual one. So this is what it looks like. Whoop, there we go. So that's the color it is. And this is called a penny. And pennies have a picture of Lincoln on the front. That's that guy there. And then on the back, they either have a picture of this building here, which is called the Lincoln Memorial, and it's got all these columns, or newer pennies, let's see if you can see this, I know it's kind of hard, have this little shield on it, and it says 1 cent, and that's how much a penny is worth. It's worth 1 cent, so it's worth the least amount of all the coins that we have. And I have a little poem to help us remember that this is called a penny, and it goes like this: penny, penny, easily spent, copper brown and worth 1 cent. Can you say that with me? Penny, penny, easily spent, copper brown and worth 1 cent. Nice job. Okay, the next coin I want to show to you is a little bigger. You can see that it's bigger. It's also a different color. This one is silver. And this coin has a picture of Thomas Jefferson on the front. And then on the back, there is a picture of a building. And this is called the Monticello, which is a building or a home actually that Thomas Jefferson lived in, and it's got this cool kind of dome on the back, and those are sort of identifying markers of this coin, which is called a nickel. And here's a real nickel for comparison. And one cool thing about a nickel is it is thicker than any other coin. So if I hold this coin in my hand, you can see the width of it is rather thick versus, here's another coin. See how it's much thinner? So when you feel a nickel in your hand, you can feel the difference. It's much fatter. The other unique thing about a nickel is that around the edge, if you feel it, it's smooth. Whereas the other coins around the edge of the other silver coins is bumpy. So that's another good way to tell it's a nickel. And of course, I have a little poem for it. And it goes like this: nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents. I know that. So remember, it's that thick, fat coin. Let's try it again. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents. I know that. Good job. All right, the next one we want to show you is called a dime. Now the dime is the smallest of the coins. It is smaller than the nickel, and it is even smaller than the penny. And it is, even though it's the smallest, it's not worth the least amount. This one's worth 10 cents. And on the cover of the dime here, you can see Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and on the back of the dime you can see it has a torch here in the middle and then these 2 branches, and that's a unique feature of the dime. It's the only one that has that on the back. Again, it is the smallest coin, and it is a thin coin versus the nickel. And so my poem goes like this: dime, dime, little and thin, I remember you're worth 10. Let's try that again. Dime, dime, little and thin, I remember you're worth 10. And the last coin I want to show you that we're going to be learning about is the biggest coin. This one's called a quarter. And you can see this one is much bigger than the nickel and the dime and the penny. It's by far the biggest coin, which makes it kind of easy to identify just because of its size. It has a picture of George Washington on the front. And on the back of the older quarters, it had this cool picture of an eagle. Now, newer quarters have lots of different pictures on the back, and they're all in honor of different states of the United States. So the one I have here says Indiana, and it looks like it has a picture of a race car on the back. So quarters, most newer quarters all have kind of a unique picture on the back. So they're kind of fun to check out to see all the different things you can see. But the older ones, like I said, have this eagle on them. But they are still the biggest coin. And here's the poem to help us remember. Quarter, quarter, big and bold, you're worth 25, I'm told. You want to try that with me? Quarter, quarter, big and bold, you're worth 25, I'm told. Nice job. So that's all 4 coins that we're going to be learning about. We're going to focus on this for the next couple of weeks. And for this week, I just want you to focus on looking at the coins, looking at their differences, looking at their similarities. You can see they all have faces on them, but they're different faces. You can see some are the same color, some are different color. You can see that their pictures on the back are all different and unique. They're different sizes, different thicknesses, different smoothness. So I want you to spend some time just looking at the coins and playing with them and sorting them out as we start to discover more and more about them. Have fun playing with your money. Bye.